you don't have a job until you have the certificate of sponsorship at hand. Some of the care certificates appear to be fake. I nursed my uncle with pneumono ultra microscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. Jesus! Guys, but some of the CVs stand out, as in stand out. You know what I'm saying, guys?
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, feels so nice. We time, you make me feel right. I can't help that the sweet talk. I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, the channel where we keep things real. And today we are going to be talking about the feedback from your applications. Remember, about 3 weeks ago I came to you and indicated that Hierarchy Business Solutions is in need of home care workers or support workers, if you like. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you a feedback from the recruiter, Hierarchy Business Solutions, and also tell you about the mandatory health and social care certificates which are needed for you to be able to secure a certificate of sponsorship. If you're new to my channel, my name is Pauline Popomoyo, and in this channel we keep things real. And if hearing nothing but the truth is something that you're interested in, you smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe. For now, let's get into it. I'm a savage. So before we get into today's video, if you're applying for healthcare assistant jobs, there is something that I need to tell you from my own assessment, and this is my own assessment based on people who have managed to secure jobs as senior care assistants and secure jobs as healthcare assistants. Remember, guys, the eligibility criteria for healthcare assistant jobs is £20,400 per annum. And the reality on the ground is this is not the average salary of a healthcare assistant in UK. Yes, it is the average salary of a senior care assistant, but it is not the average salary of a healthcare assistant here in UK, because the healthcare assistants here in UK earn between £8.50 to £9 something. And from my own assessment, people who have been able to secure jobs are mostly senior care assistants, and those senior care assistants are either they are already healthcare assistants in their country and they've got an NVQ2, NVQ3 or an equivalent. And I've noted that most of the companies, they prefer, some of them they say they want to take nurses, and some of them they want to take people with NVQ2, NVQ3. Remember, I came to you and presented that the NHS is now currently recruiting healthcare assistants, but they are requiring you to have NVQ2 and NVQ3. So most of the people who have been able to secure healthcare assistant jobs, rather home care worker jobs, without any qualifications. And when I say without any qualifications, I'm looking at the qualifications like the NVQ2, NVQ3 or equivalent. Most of the people in that category have only managed to secure jobs in domiciliary care or as home care workers or as support workers. So if you don't have qualifications like NVQ2, NVQ3 or any other qualification which is equivalent to NVQ3, you stand better chances of securing a job as a home care worker or as a support worker than as a healthcare assistant in a hospital or a healthcare assistant in a care home, because mostly in care homes they want senior carers, and in hospitals they also want senior carers. They are healthcare assistants with NVQ2 or NVQ3. This is my own personal assessment, guys. I don't know from your own assessment whether this is something that you have observed, but this is something which I've observed. So when I came and presented to you about hierarchy care solutions, I indicated to you that they don't require any qualifications. And when I say they don't require any qualifications, I'm referring to NVQ2, NVQ3, because they're going to train you on those courses when you join the organization, of which quite a number of you have reached back to me to say they have been shortlisted for the interviews. You can see, guys, that it's a home care worker job. It's a support worker job, which means you're going to be doing domiciliary visits. You are going to be working in people's homes, and they do not require you to have any qualifications. You will check and you will note that for yourself that most of the times homes and hospitals, they require NVQ2 and NVQ3, and they mostly offer senior care assistance. Not that I'm saying do not apply to care homes, but I'm simply saying you stand a better chance if you work as a support worker or you work as a home care worker. And I'm sure you have noted that most of people we have secured jobs here in UK, they do domiciliary work or home care work. As you all know, I indicated that Hierarchy Business Solutions is going to be receiving their sponsor letter anytime soon. At the present moment, Hierarchy Business Solutions has shortlisted candidates for interviews, and it continues to shortlist candidates for interviews. And they've given me a feedback, and I want to give you that feedback today. And this feedback is very essential because wherever you go, it's going to work to your advantage. First of all, I asked the recruiter, does a nurse or someone with NVQ2 stand a better chance to get a job as compared to someone who has no qualifications and no experience? And the answer was no. You don't stand a better chance because you're a nurse, but the way you present yourself, even if you don't have any qualifications, is very important. But the problem is, guys, our CVs are said to be excellent. Remember, I always say that your CV is supposed to stand out, but some of the CVs stand out, as in stand out. You know what I'm saying, guys? For example, someone says, I nursed my uncle with pneumono ultra microscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. Guys, of course I'm exaggerating. People come with very complex conditions and highlight that they nursed their relatives with those complex conditions. Even simple conditions like diabetes mellitus, someone says, I nursed my uncle with diabetes mellitus, and so forth and so on. But now during the assessment, when they are now asked, so you nursed your uncle with diabetes mellitus, what are the symptoms of hypoglycemia and how were you managing your uncle if he had hypoglycemia? The individual doesn't even know what hypoglycemia is. The individual doesn't even know how to manage hypoglycemia. But in their CVs, they've indicated that they've nursed their uncle for 3 years and the uncle had diabetes mellitus. Or someone indicates that I nursed my grandmother who had Alzheimer's condition. So what was your grandmother presenting with? Oh, she used to send me to the store to do this for her. But the individual has got Alzheimer's condition, and obviously they don't have the capacity to be even sending you to do anything and things like that. So guys, there are inconsistencies between what you have presented in your CVs and what you present when you're now being assessed. So when you're writing your CVs, even if you want to write CVs which stand out, whatever you write in your CVs must be something that you have done. And if you have done that thing, if you have taken care of your grandmother with diabetes mellitus, you should surely know the symptoms of hypoglycemia. You should surely know how to manage hypoglycemia. You should surely know how to manage a patient with Alzheimer's condition. You should surely know what you do for a patient with Alzheimer's conditions. So do you get what I'm saying, guys? You can be shortlisted for interviews because you've got an excellent CV, but what you write in your CV should match what you're going to be saying when you're being assessed. So this is one of the reasons why people end up not proceeding to the next stage, because you appear as if you are lying, and someone who is lying is not considered to be reliable. So for that reason, you don't proceed to the next step. Another thing, there's an issue with the care certificates which are being presented. Some of the care certificates appear to be fake, and some of the care certificates are not from accredited institutions. You search for the institution, you can't find it anywhere on Google, and it is not accredited by the UK. So what you have to notice is that it is standard procedure for all healthcare assistants, senior care assistants, support workers to have certificates which are accredited by the UK or they're from accredited institutions. So the Home Office checks that the certificates that you have are accredited, and they give you a visa based on whether your certificates are accredited or not. I'm sure you've noted that there are individuals who have secured jobs and they've been told that we are applying for a certificate of sponsorship, and then the recruiter or the company comes back and tells them that unfortunately you're not able to get a certificate of sponsorship, or unfortunately you're not able to get a visa. It's because sometimes some of the certificates that we use will be flagged by the UKVI and will not be able to get a visa. So guys, what you have to note is you only have a job if you now have a certificate of sponsorship. Unless you have a certificate of sponsorship at hand, even if you have been told that you have passed your interviews, you don't have a job until you have a certificate of sponsorship at hand. I'm just telling you this, guys, so that you avoid disappointment. That being said, Hierarchy Business Solutions is offering the accredited certificates which you can actually access online and study and have certificates which are going to be recognized by the UK government. So I'm going to tell you briefly about these certificates. So these courses are easily accessible and offer a flexible approach to learning, which means you can easily access this course maybe on your mobile phone, on your desktop, on your laptop, on your tablet. They are easily accessible, and the beauty of it is that when you're studying these courses, you will study at your own pace. You move at your own pace and at your own time, whether in the comfort of your home or in the comfort of your office, and you can pause the course at any time and resume whenever you want to resume. So these courses are very essential as they help you to build a solid foundation to help you develop skills which you'll apply to real life situations, which means you're going to gain knowledge and skills which you're going to be using when you work as a healthcare assistant, a nurse, a social worker, or any healthcare professional, and the skills are really essential. So these courses are going to benefit you on your day-to-day dealings with your residents or your patients at work. And the benefit of starting with Hierarchy Business Solutions is that after you study this course, you are going to download your certificate. And the beauty of this certificate is that it is a CQC and Care Inspectorate compliance certificate. This will make a huge difference when it comes to standing out as compared to other candidates. So you simply do these courses via the bespoke e-learning portal. You are going to move at your own pace and at your own time. At the end of each module, there's multiple choice questions, and you answer those multiple choice questions, and obviously there's a pass mark. If you don't reach the pass mark, or if you get a pass mark which you don't desire, you can always retake the exam. And you have a 12-month access to these courses, guys, 24 hours a day. It's important that you have that 12-month access, because it means even if you're now here in the UK, there are situations, there are times, even me when I'm at work, there are times where I have to go back to my e-learning portal because I need to find out about something. I need to know, how do you manage a wound like this? If it's a wound, how do I manage a wound like this? What kind of dressing is required? Because at times as an individual, even if you are knowledgeable, there are some things that we need to refresh our minds on. That is why in UK, each and every year, you need to do some e-learning. And for any organization who are interested in doing continued professional development or training for their staff, you can utilize Hierarchy Business Solutions because they have accredited certificates. So these care certificates are just £50. £50 for 15 modules. Just £50 for 15 modules. Because if you look at NVQ2, if you look at NVQ3, for you to be able to get that certificate, you need to fork out about £850 to £1,200. So I think £50 is far much affordable compared to the NVQ2 and the NVQ3 3 certificates which are required for the senior care assistants. So guys, these certificates are very essential because they're the ones which enable you to get a certificate of sponsorship, because the UKVI are going to assess this certificate. So if you don't have a certificate which is UK accredited, you might be denied a certificate of sponsorship even when you have passed your interviews and your certificates have been sent to the UKVI for them to grant you a visa. So guys, this is one of the reasons that you see that some people are offered jobs but they apply for visas and the visa is denied, or they don't get a certificate of sponsorship. And I wanted to share this with you guys so that you are very careful of the care certificates that you choose to study, and you're also very careful on the institutions that you choose to study with. And if you're interested in doing care certificates with Hierarchy Business Solutions, I will leave the flyer in my community page. Their contact details are here below. You can even send them their email. I'll also leave the link to their email in my description box. And for those of you who've been asking me which certificates to do, because I've been receiving quite a number of people asking me which care certificates should they do. This is the care certificate that you can do because it is UK accredited. And one last thing guys, which was also highlighted by the recruiter, is lack of patience on our part when we apply for healthcare assistant jobs. Remember, I once said this in my video, processing time is 2 to 4 months. 2 to 4 months.
2 to 4 months.
Really? Because even myself, when I was processing to come here to UK, it didn't take me 2 to 4 months. It took me an average of 8 months. 6 to 8 months is the average time that you can take to prepare to come here to UK. Which means you have to be very patient, because the whole process does not occur over 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. It might take a while before you actually come here to UK. So if they tell you that they're going to give you a feedback, it's not for you to be phoning every day, morning, afternoon and evening, morning, afternoon and evening. You understand guys? They will get back to you, but in the meantime you continue searching for jobs, searching for jobs, and you don't put your eggs in one basket, because most of the times if you put your eggs in one basket, you will face what? Disappointment. And this is all that I wanted to share with you guys. And thank you so much for watching. May you kindly subscribe to my channel. And on the 1st of May, I'm going to be celebrating 1 year on YouTube. And I'm going to celebrate that milestone by doing a giveaway too. Thank you so much for all the support that you've given me throughout this whole year. I will drop a video next week on how you can participate in the giveaway guys. And thank you so much for watching guys. Much love from me to you. I will see you in my next video. Bye.